So Conor, looking back at last week, how exciting was the game to be involved in the 4-0 against Stockport?
Yeah, it was a really exciting game. I think from start to finish, us as a team, I thought we were brilliant. I think the most important thing is we all had fun out there as well. We really enjoyed the game. We felt we were the better team on the day, and I think our performance showed it.
And does those results put a spring in your step as players as well, coming to training on a Monday?
Yeah, definitely. I think when you get a result on the weekend, no matter who it's against, but especially when it's top of the league, a team that's seen to be pretty much guaranteed to go up. When we have a result like that, everyone comes in Monday, like you said, spring in your step, and everyone's kind of like buzzing about, and it's a real positive vibe. But regardless of that, we've had a really positive kind of vibe in the camp since kind of like results have turned for us, and it's just about keeping that momentum and keeping us going. Even if we do have a bad game on a weekend or on a Tuesday, the next time that we come in, we make sure that kind of like put it to one side and keep up that positive mindset. And
does that kind of performance as well give you players confidence that you can replicate that kind of thing week by week?
Yeah, definitely. I think when we play how we did and put in a performance like that, I think there's only one way that can go in, and that's us building on from it and kind of setting that as our standard week in, week out, and not letting our performances dip below that anymore for the remainder of the season, and see if we can really build on that performance as a team and as a squad, and just see where we can go from there.
And you scored 4 goals, but you kept a clean sheet, so how important was that as well?
Yeah, I think obviously as a defender, the clean sheet's massive for us, and yeah, it was really, really nice feeling to get one. I mean, the 4 goals were brilliant as well, kind of the cherry on top sort of thing. So to get a clean sheet against a good attacking team as well, they've got some really good attackers in their team, and I think we nullified their threats, and as a unit defensively from front to back, we all did our jobs, and we all put a shift in for each other and as individuals, and I think it showed with the clean sheet. It speaks volumes, and yeah, I think defensively it's probably one of our better performances of the season.
And you talk about those goals. Have you ever seen Jordan Turnbull score a goal like that in training?
Right foot on the volley. I don't think anyone's seen it. But yeah, no, I think it caught me off guard a bit as well, and I think it especially caught the keeper off guard. So no, I think Jordan was brilliant on the weekend, and even without the goals, I thought he was brilliant alongside Tom as well. And yeah, I thought his finish with the right foot was brilliant, and I think everyone enjoyed that one, especially him. I think you saw that in his celebration. So yeah, no, it was a really good performance, and I'm chuffed for both our centre backs for getting on the score sheet, and alongside that, getting a clean sheet to go with it.
And because you performed against a team like Stockport, does that give you belief as well for in future, maybe even this season, next season, that you can, fight at the top of the table as well?
Yeah, I think definitely with the squad of players that we've got, I think that's where we should be aiming for anyway. Obviously, results at the very beginning of the season weren't what they should have been for the squad that we had, and I think in recent times we've been showing the quality that we do possess, and where we should have been fighting come sort of this time of the season. So since the start of the season, we've really been playing catch up and not really shown the quality that we did have until kind of further on in the season. So I think definitely when you beat a team like Stockport that convincingly, I think it does give you all the confidence in the world to sort of feel like us as a squad, we can achieve great things together. So looking forward, I think everything looking forward is positive, and we should be aiming for as high as we can. And
you're only 8 points off the playoffs. Do you think you can squeeze in there by the end of the season?
I think it's a case of not even thinking about that at this stage. I think we just got to take it game by game and just keep churning out the wins and picking up as many points as possible. And then when it comes to sort of April time, then we can have a look at the table and see where everyone's at. And I think for us now, we just got to focus on ourselves and just keep pushing as a team. And like I said, just pick up as many points as we can. Go into every game believing we can win, trying to get as many wins as possible from now until the end of the season. And then if we do that, then the table should speak for itself. But I think it's a key stage of the season where we don't want to get too carried away looking ahead of us, and just kind of focus on ourselves and control what we can control.
And you've got a big test this week because you've got 3 games, haven't you? 2 long away trips as well.
Yeah, I think we've got 3 big games for us. 3 teams who we want to be beating and who we want to get a result against. And like you said, we've got two tough away games sort of back to back, Saturday, Tuesday. So it's a lot of travelling for the lads. And I think it's where with a squad the size that we have, that's where we have to utilise it to our potential and give ourselves the best chance of picking up as many points as possible over the next 3 games, because they can sort of dictate where we end up come the end of the season. I think especially off the back of last weekend, we just got to build on from there and have a real positive 3 games. It's a massive week, and in a week's time we could be looking at even being in a better position than what we're in at the moment.
And talking about yourself, you had a good run of games. How do you feel you're playing it personally?
Yeah, no, I've been really happy with my performances. I think when I come to the club, it took a bit longer than I wanted to hit the ground running. That could have been down to having no pre-season or anything like that. But where I am at the moment now, finding myself in the team kind of week in, week out and putting in positive performances, I'm really happy with where I'm at. And for myself individually, I just want to continue doing that from now to the end of the season.
As a left back, we've seen how full back positions have changed over the years, haven't they? Have you changed as a full back as well throughout your career?
I wouldn't say so. I think I've always kind of had a similar mindset as a full back on kind of like defend first, but when there's a chance to get involved in the attack, help out where I can. And I think that's kind of been what is my mindset for my career. And then as I get games on my belt, you kind of become a bit more savvy to kind of moments in games, and you pick your moments more wisely, and that comes with experience. So I think I see myself as quite a modern day fullback, not as attacking as some are, like you see at the very top level. But yeah, no, I think my mindset's always been defend first, and then second thought, get involved in the attack when I can.
And you've made 3 assists this season as well. Is that something you'd like to do?
Yeah, definitely. I think I want to be involved and get as many assists as I can to help out the team. So when I can chip in when I can, it's always a good feeling. And like you said, I'm on 3 so far, and I'm hoping to add to that from now until the end of the season. Hopefully get those numbers up a bit more and do my bit to help the team and kind of get us some goals, and hopefully maybe get a goal myself as well by now to the end of the season would be nice. But yeah, no, I'm always happy to help the team out and get assists where I can. So to get 3 is a good feeling, but I want to add more to that as well.
And you talk about other full-backs as well. Is there any players I can look up to, learn from?
Growing up, I'd say it's definitely kind of like Ashley Cole and 𝗬𝗢𝗥𝗧. That was kind of like the era growing up, where they were the very, very top of the fullbacks in that time. And then kind of like modern day would be, I think, when I was sort of like late teens, early 20s, it was Marcelo. Marcelo was kind of like running the game at left back, and I think that's one that I was kind of looking at, thinking he's got it all. You could put him anywhere on the pitch and he can play. And he was running games for left back, so I think there's been some unbelievable left backs in that time, and even now you got kind of like young up and coming ones like Alphonso Davies and that, who are younger than myself, who you can still look up to because they're at the very, very top of this sport. So yeah, there's been some good names that I've kind of like looked at growing up and idolised, if you say. And
down the left-hand side, you play with Kieran Morris as well. How nice is it to have him in front of you? You know, scored 9 goals this season. You can just give him the ball, he can do anything, can't he?
Yeah, I mean, before I came here, I played against Key a few times, I think. So, kind of like we're kind of familiar with each other. We spoke about playing against each other and remembering the games that we'd played in. So it's nice to finally get to get sort of be on the same team as him, and he's not causing me a headache anymore, kind of defending against him. So it's been brilliant playing with him, and like you said, I give him the ball, and kind of like 9 times out of 10 he beats a man and scores, and he's been on fire this season. I think it's his best goal scoring season so far of his career, so I'm delighted for him, and I want to hopefully from now until the end of the season try and get him a few more as well. But yeah, it's been brilliant. In possession and out possession, Key's been a joy to play with, and he helps me out when he can, and I help him out when I can, and we're kind of on that same wavelength. And it's always when you sign for a new team, you just got to kind of click as quickly as possible, and I think we've done that. And yeah, I think we both enjoy playing down that left-hand side together.
And you got Forest Green, as you mentioned, on Saturday. The last time you played them, you beat them to go above them. You're now 17 points clear of them. It just shows how well you've done since. Yeah,
I think it's a credit to the entire squad. The kind of swing of points that it's been. Like you said, we're 17 ahead of them now. And when we played them, which was a matter of a few months ago, that win was to overtake them. So I think it's a credit to us all as a staff and players, the work that we've put in here at the training ground and out on the pitch to kind of change our fortunes and be in the position where we are today, because it could have very easily been the other way around. So it's a massive credit to everyone here at the training ground for putting in that extra bit of work and changing our fortunes, like I said. And we just want to keep on picking wins up and hopefully climbing further and further away from them.
And just finally, your away form's improved greatly as well, hasn't it? So do you go into those away games now really confident you can get a result?
Yeah, definitely. I think we picked up quite a few really good away wins. Obviously, we had a period where it was a long time between away wins. And normally when you go that long without them and you get one, they kind of sort of come like London buses, like you wait so long for one and then 2 come at once. So we've had some really good results on the road, kind of like in recent months, and I think it'd be brilliant if we can get another one on the weekend, and then hopefully Tuesday as well. I think that'd be 2 really good away wins, looking at it. And I think to do well in this league, you got to have a pretty half decent away form, and I think if you look at recent months, I think it's been that way. If you take out the beginning of the season, so hopefully we can just carry on being like that away, and it's a big credit to the travelling fans as well that come and support us. They pay their hard-earned money to travel up and down the country to come and see us play. So we want to give our best for them out on that pitch. So hopefully we can carry on doing that and carry on picking up results on the road.